feel like going to get it. I'm really lazy because I'm sitting on my couch doing this video. Today I am doing a Unity 3D tutorial on how to make a first-person shooter game. So I'm going to call this FPS YouTube test. I'm doing this in Unity 5, just so you know. I'm going to set the presets for 3D. The asset package I'm going to use is terrain assets. And then just create project. Save. We're going to make something similar to that. I haven't finished that yet, though. Ooh, don't worry about that. Or that. I'm not that great in Unity, that's why he saw those things. But I can do enough for a tutorial. If this project will ever load. Sorry about the tapping, I was just tapping my fingers on my screen. Did it load? So, there we go. Yeah, so in a new project, what we want to do is, first thing you want to do is you want to go to, you either right click down here, or go to Game Object, 3D Object, and then Terrain. And this will generate a new terrain. Now I'm going to show you what we're going to do with this terrain. What we're going to do is we're going to create sort of a mountainy terrain. That's why you have to download the terrain assets. Oh, I didn't even realize that was the thing. Okay. Never mind that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is right now we're gonna name our terrain mountains. Or you can name it whatever you want. I'm just gonna name mine mountains. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna edit our terrain. Oh, let me rename it over here. There. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here. Forget to do this. Alright, I was hoping to be able to zoom. Alright, so if you look over here in the terrain, you'll see this. It looks like two mountains with an up. What we're going to do is... No, we're going to do something else first. So you see the paintbrush over here? This little paintbrush, you're going to click that. And then what you do is... You come down here to edit textures, just under all the brushes. And then you're going to press add texture. Now what you do is you want to go into your terrain assets folder. Go under textures and then find the cliff layered. So it should be the second one, at least it is for me. So then you take that and then you drag it into the first box up here in this add terrain texture, and then you press add, and as you can see it changed your terrain. If this will zoom in any faster, to have that rocky texture. So now what we're going to do is we are going to raise the terrain to make sort of like a mountainy. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to come back to your terrain. You're going to go to the mountain with the up arrow. And what that allows you to do is allows you to raise the terrain. So if I just click, it will start raising it. Now let's say you make a mistake, like you make a mountain like too tall or something. What you can do is you can hold shift and then click and it'll lower it for you. So I'm just going to bring everything back down to size. Whoops. Without lagging out Unity. And now you can do this detail on your own time. I'm just going to do it quick for the video, but if you want to make your mountains and hills more detailed, you can. Okay, so now what we're going to do is you're going to let go shift, and you're going to look above your terrain so I can see the whole thing, and it's going to drag I probably shouldn't do that. Can I do that? Yeah, there we go. Or you can do I'm using a Mac, so you can do Command Z, but then on a Windows computer, you can do Control Z. So I'm just gonna make some like cliffs areas, couple mountains. This looks weird, I know. Make sure I can get into places. I'm not just trapped. Let me just do this quickly, make that look a little more natural. Eesh, that does not look good. There we go. This little high area over here. Can even lower the terrain a little. Alright, nope, that looks terrible. Let's lower that a little. Raise it up over here a little. Okay, that should be good for now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have my players spawn in the little. If this thing will ever. Yeah, I'm gonna have my players spawn like this little area. So I'll make like a little platform for him to start on. So if I just, or maybe not. Let's not do that. There. I can start him off somewhere around. You know what? I'll start him off in flat ground. This way he doesn't get anywhere. Alright, so now what we're going to do is, normally you wouldn't have to do this, but for some reason all my packages didn't load in. So what I'm going to do is, what you want to do now is you want to install the character controller package. So right there, that's the copy. There. So the character controller package. So open that up. Just wait for that to load. Press import. Okay. So now that that's imported, you want to go into the standard assets folder, character controller, and now you want to take the first person controller and drag that into the scene. I'm just going to zoom in really quick because, yeah, that's like halfway in the ground. Whoops, I'm moving the main camera. Here, undo that. First person controller. Move him up from the ground there. Now if you press play, let's wait for it to load. There, we should be able to walk around in our nice mountainy area. And the physics work great too. Like if you come up to a too steep hill to climb, you won't be able to climb it. Of course, if you jump a little, you'll eventually be able to make it through. Don't worry, we're gonna make this lot more exciting. We're gonna add enemies and guns. Yeah, it'll be a cool first-person shooter. Guys, in the future, I'm gonna do videos of like the Unity interface, like different game objects. And when I get better at it, I'm gonna do some simple scripting tutorials. This is actually some pretty cool mountains I made right here. So yeah, I'm not gonna bore you too much with that. Move that up from the ground a little. It looks like it's like about to spawn inside the ground. Okay, so next what we're gonna do is we're gonna start modeling our gun again. it where we want it to be with our players. So what you want to do is you want to go to this website. I'll put the link in the description. Get rid of this part. There. So now what you want to do is you're going to type in gun. And now where's the one that I had? Here. And now once you find gun, you want to scroll down until you see the M9. And you want to click on it. So then you'll see it. That's pretty much what it's going to look like. Now what you want to do is you want to come down here and click on download. Now I already have it downloaded, so I'm not going to download it. See, it comes in a .3ds, a .obj, and a .c4d. I guess that's for Cinema 4D. So now what you want to do, once you have to download, you want to go back to Unity. You want to go into your downloads, wherever you have it. And then you're going to go to the, where is it? Wait, is it on my desktop? Close out my Steam. Sorry about all this, guys. There's my Steven Universe theory. Here, it's right here. So open that up, open up that folder. Now open up Unity, and on a Mac it would bring up Finder. And you want to take the OBJ and drag that into Unity. And then you also want to grab the texture and drag that into Unity. If that's all load in. There, now it should all be there. Now we're just going to make a couple folders really quick. So this will be gun. And we're going to take this, hold command on a Mac or control on a Windows computer, and click that, and that. And then you're going to take it and drag them all into the gun folder. There. And now we're going to drag the gun folder out of the character controller. Sorry about the car noise, it's the window's open. There, so now that should be right there. And we're all good with that. And I'm just going to drag on my terrain with the terrain assets to make it look a little cleaner. There. So once you do that, I want to go into our gun folder. And then this is going to be probably one of the most trickiest parts of the game besides the coding. We have to get the gun down to size. Because that's what happens when you drag the gun in. Now, first thing we're going to do is we're going to texture it. So come over here, click the little arrow to make it come down. Now what you're going to do is you're going to click this, hold shift, and click the bottom one. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take the texture and drag it over. This is not going to work. Okay. So we're going to have to do this the longer way, because this is not working right. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the texture and drag it onto the first one. As you can see, it's already starting to texture it. We got some of the bolts in there. Now what you want to do is you want to take the texture and drag it onto the second, third, fourth, and fifth. And then there, the whole gun should be textured. So you want to drag the texture onto every single one of these. And then the other gun should be textured. Now, we got to get it into position with the first person character controller. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to zoom out. You're going to come up here to the corner, and you're going to click the size tool. So there's the move around. Well, there's the move the screen around tool. Then there's the move the object tool. I don't know their actual names. Then there's the rotate tool, where we can rotate it, obviously. And then we have this one where we can resize it. So I'm just going to make it small without inverting it. And we're going to take a look at that. Whoops. Alright. So let's zoom in a little. That's still way too big. So our character's down there. So we got to make this really small. Then we got to move it down. Move it over and move it back towards our character. Now I gotta make it even smaller. Let's try that. Whoops. Oh my god, that is big. Alright, first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up our first person controller with this arrow. And we're going to take the gun and we're going to drag it on top of the main camera. Just like that. Not the main camera in the scene. The main camera on the first person controller. So this way when we look around, the gun will follow the character. Now, where's our gun? Okay, so we click off that so it doesn't look annoying. If I'm going too fast, feel free to pause the video, guys. Now I'm gonna resize this more, make it smaller. Whoops, did not mean to do that. Still not cutting it. Oh god, I'm moving the whole main camera. Hey, hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. My dog was just barking at the neighbors. Oh, he's about to. Alright, so now we gotta position this more with the main camera. I think I gotta move it over here to this side. Oh! I think we just gotta rotate it. Oh, I'm rotating the camera. How does that look? Oh, God. Hold on. I gotta do this Control-Z twice, because I think I moved the camera on accident. Now I just gotta rotate this a little. Yeah, I gotta move that forward. Or no, I gotta move it over or then forward. Oh. Oh, come on, I'm moving the camera again. Oh, almost got it. Ah, I'm moving the camera. Oh, almost got it. I'm moving the camera again. I keep forgetting to click off the camera. Move that down. Rotate it. Wait, I can just do that. Alright, almost got it. Just gotta move it over some more. Oh god, no. Move it down a little. Rotate it some more. Perfect. So guys, take a minute to look at this. Take a minute to look at all this. Try and copy it down so this way I can get it. Oh, actually no, because it'll be different for you. Because your character might be in a different position. So never mind that. So now we have our gun model and our terrain set up. So let's just quickly give this level a little test. See? We obviously can't shoot yet. As you can see, when we press space, we can jump. I can use WASD or the arrow keys. That's just pre-set up with the character controller. Let's see if we can make it up this mountain. Nope. Yeah, I have some weird looking mountains. So I'm sorry if this tutorial kind of bored you guys. One of my first tutorials on what to do, especially in Unity. Most of it was kind of just like moving stuff around, me being quiet. But keep an eye out for part 2. It'll probably be out tomorrow. And I will see you in the next video. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, take your awesome gun and learn how to shoot it. Bye.